Fake Vice President Leni nanguna daw sa isinagawang Veritas Truth Survey or VTS ng Radyo Veritas. Mga netizens, sinabing itinutulad ito sa dating Pangulong Cory Aquino na ginagamit ang pagiging religious kuno o pagiging desente. Ngunit mga netizens, nagwala sa Facebook account ng News 5. Makikita kasi na isinama rin si Mayor Inday Sara Duterte na nakakuha lamang ng 1%. Hindi ba't katakataka? Kaya nga si Leni pinagtawanan na lamang. Nanguna nga si fake Vice President Leni sa isinagawang Veritas Truth Survey or VTS ng Radyo Veritas na kung saan nga ay tinanong ang nasa 2,400 respondents kung sino sa presidential aspirants ang sa tingin nilang masusulong sa Catholic values and beliefs. Dito nga ay nakakuha si Leni ng 37% at sinundan ito ng dating senador na si Bongbong Marcos na mayroong 27%. Sinundan ni Ping Lacson na mayroong 19% at ni Isko Moreno sa pang-apat na pwesto na mayroong 9%. Pumanglima naman si Manny Pacquiao na mayroong 4%. Pang-anim naman itong si Bongo may 1%. At pang-pito si Mayor Inday Sara Duterte na mayroong 1% din. At Senator Bato de la Rosa na mayroong 1% na pang-8 spot. Ngunit ang mga netizens, pinagtawanan lamang ito base nga sa reaction sa Facebook post ng News 5. 28,000 ang nag-react ng haha reaction. Dito nga ipinakita nila na hindi sila naniniwala sa survey na ito. Isinama pa nila pati itong si Mayor Inday Sara Duterte na hindi naman tatakbo. Maging si Senator Bongo din na nag-file nga bilang Vice Presidente para nga lang daw magmukhang kolelat ang mga kaalyado ni Pangulong Duterte. Tiba-tiba ngayon ng mga bias media kasi eleksyon na, uulan ng pera sa kanila galing sa mga dilawan, mga kaliwang grupo at mga kontra Bongbong Marcos para lang hindi manalo at siraan ng siraan. Pero kahit ano pang gawin nyo, buong masa BBM 2022, tanggapin nyo na lang. Kawawa naman Nanay Leni, kung hindi mag-cheat, hindi mag-number 1. Cheat pa more, may karma kayo, kasama ang bias na media. Dagdagan nyo, gawin nyo ng 99%. Walang problema, basta araw-araw ng eleksyon, maging tapat kayo, walang dayaan, lumaban kayo ng parehas. Is that Cory? Ginagamit yung pagiging religious. Ayon nga sa mga netizens, okay lang sa kanila na dayain ang ganitong klaseng survey. Kasi nga, bandang huli, si Bongbong Marcos pa rin ang mangunguna, lalong-lalo na pagdating ng 2022 elections. Hindi nangahahayaan ng mga netizens na makabalik pang muli ang mga kampo ng dilawan. Sigaw ng mga netizens na taong bayan, Bongbong Marcos sa 2022. Tinuldukan na ang sari-saring issue na ibinabato kay former Senator Bongbong Marcos, katulad na lamang na isa daw tax evader itong si Bongbong Marcos kaya hindi daw nararapat na tumakbo ito sa pagkapangulo sa 2022. Mismong Court of Appeals na ang nagsabi, no tax evasion versus Marcos. Ibig sabihin, abswelto na dito si former Senator Bongbong Marcos. From the Manila Times, no tax evasion versus Marcos. A 1997 Court of Appeals ruling found no proof to pin down presidential candidate Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. on tax evasion charges, but cited him for failure to file income tax returns, which carries justifying. The October 31, 1997 ruling of the Court's Special Third Division was penned by then Associate Justice Gloria Paras as the division's chairman and concurred by Associate Justice Lourdes Tayo Haguros, the senior member, and the Oswaldo Agcawili, the junior member. The ruling, a copy of which was obtained by the Manila Times from Court of Appeals, affirms that Marcos paid income taxes from 1982 to 1986. Retired Supreme Court Justice Antonio Carpio has claimed that the son of ousted President Ferdinand Marcos committed tax violations, grounds for his disqualification as a candidate. On Tuesday, a group of political detainees, human rights and medical organizations petitioned the Commission elections to cancel Marcos' certificate of candidacy for president. In the 57-page petition, the group claimed that Marcos, the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas standard-bearer, is not eligible to run for public office after the Quezon City Regional Trial Court convicted him in 1995 for tax evasion. Marcos brought the case to the appeal court, which overturned the tax evasion conviction. The Paras ruling said the Bureau of Internal Revenue did not issue a tax assessment against Marcos before he was charged in court, denying him the right to due process. An assessment would have apprised him of any income tax liability and given him the chance to settle his dues, the ruling stated. Based on the accounts from the ruling, the notices from the BIR were received by a caretaker of Marcos on August 23, 1991 and September 12, 1991. The cases were filed before the Quezon City Court between September 20, 1991 and October 10, 1991, not enough time for Marcos to react to the notices and pay the deficiencies, the ruling noted. 8 cases were filed against Marcos for failure to file income tax returns and not paying tax dues. On July 27, 1995, the Quezon City Regional Trial Court convicted Marcos in all 8 cases, sentenced him to 7 years in prison and fined him 64,000 pesos. The Court of Appeals acquitted Marcos of the tax evasion charges but affirmed the guilty verdict on the failure to file income tax returns. He was ordered to pay a fine of 32,000 pesos for not filing ITRs for the period from 1982 to 1985. Marcos appealed the case to the Supreme Court only to withdraw it later. He settled the fines on October 31, 1997. Several justices who talked to the Times said it was very clear that Marcos cannot be further prosecuted for tax evasion after being acquitted by the Court of Appeals because of the principle of res judicata. One magistrate who spoke on condition that the person is not identified commented, in view of the above circumstances and considering that the appellant was then out of the country, a fact known to the appelled BIR and could not, therefore, sufficiently react to the notices then sent to him. It was as if no opportunity had been given him to present his side of the case and to pay the tax liabilities before he was prosecuted. Another magistrate told the Times that Marcos cannot be disqualified since a penalty involving a fine does not carry the effects of moral turpitude. On Thursday, an election law professor also doubted if the disqualification case against Marcos will prosper. Alberto Agra from the Ateneo de Manila University said the petition lacked a crucial component. One of the bases for barring someone from holding public office is if that person had been sentenced to more than 18 months or a crime involving moral turpitude, Agra said. Ang nangyari, siya ay nahatulan, pero ang kanyang parusa ay walang imprisonment. In a statement on Thursday, Marcos Camp said Agra's position showed the ill-natured intent of those pushing for his disqualification. At ang PR strategist at columnist ng The Manila Times na si Maluti Kia, nagbahagi din ng kanyang opinyon. Ipinaliwanag kung bakit abswelto na dito si former Senator Bongbong Marcos. Ipinaliwanag nga kung ano ang pagkakaiba ng failure to pay income taxes sa failure to file income tax returns. Narito ang kanyang buong pahayag, pakinggan natin. Wala po tayong kinakampihan o pinapanigan. Facts lang ang ating titingnan, di kulay o ano, maging mapanuri tayo. Iba po ang failure to pay income taxes sa failure to file income tax returns. Ang failure to file ITR ay walang prison time at hindi kaso ng kakiat ng moral turpitude, hindi po yan tax evasion. Ang Supreme Court ang nagsabi, even assuming Marcos is convicted to failure to file an income tax return, it is not a crime involving moral turpitude. Kalakip dito ang parte ng desisyon. Kung ano-ano o sari-sari na lamang ang ibinabatong issue laban kay former Senator Bongbong Marcos upang harangan nga ang kanyang pagtakbo sa 2022 elections. Alam na nila kasi na talagang napakalakas ngayon ni Bongbong Marcos at kahit nga saang lugar ka mapunta, magtanong-tanong ka kung sino ang kanilang ibobotong presidente sa 2022. Ang isasagot nila ay BBM. Ganito nga kung lumaban ang mga kampo ng dilawan, hindi lumalaban ng patas. Nagbabala na ang mga netizens na kung sakaling patalsikin nila si Bongbong Marcos sa kandidatura pa lamang, abay magkakaroon daw ulit ng people power at ipapakita ng taong bayan kung gaano sila karami, gaano sila nagmamahal kay Bongbong Marcos. Ngayong napatunayan na walang tax evasion itong si Bongbong Marcos mula na yan sa Court of Appeals. Ano ang masasabi mo? Huwag kalimutang i-share ang video na ito, mag-iwan ng comment at like. Maraming salamat!